Hey, and we're live. Thank you for joining on Facebook. If you guys want to join on Zoom, well, you could see the ID and the password. Once again, that Zoom ID is 998 063 6285. Join, be a guest, it's all good. Thanks for joining, Jeff. Thanks for joining, Armando. Thanks for joining, Nancy. If you want to leave a comment and let me know that you're there, everybody else that's signed in, that's cool. Just going to wait a little while longer. If anyone wants to join on Zoom, you got the information on Facebook. So that's all good. All right. What's up, Keith? I see you watching on Facebook. If you want to join me live on Zoom, you know the routine. Just wait a little while longer for some people to join. Give them some time. And we'll start the podcast. We'll get it going. So, today I want to talk about fads. Things that came in and out over the years. We'll discuss that, and we'll discuss other things. Pretty much open discussion. See how it goes. Let me just check something real quick. There we go. Hey, what's up, Keith? Got Keith here on Zoom. Keith has been a loyal watcher since day one, and he's been joining me every week. So that's cool. You got any noise in the background there?
Oh.
You.
No, why?
Oh, I heard some noise.
Yeah, it's called birds chirping outside.
Well, excuse me. Are you watching just on Zoom or on Facebook or what?
I got them both. What, you got a Friends background? Oh, no, this looks...
Yeah.
Fraser.
Friends.
Is it Fraser? It's Friends, right?
It's Friends.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can minimize my view.
I'm trying to fix this thing. Is that good?
That's fine.
I got very bad hair, so I'm wearing a hat.
I just buzzed all my hair off today.
Look, Jim from Taxi.
All right. Yeah, let us know if you're joining our Facebook. Just leave a comment. Like it, share it, make it a watch party, whatever you want to do. And we have instructions on the screen on Facebook if you want to join as a Zoom guest. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. So I think people could follow instructions. So Keith, I don't know if you heard me before. Today's topic is going to be about fads that went in and out, or like, you know, we can even discuss like clothing styles, haircuts, and cars and all that kind of stuff. Just stuff that, you know, comes in and out, that's like the latest thing, and then it kind of goes away. Sometimes things come back, like clothes. So that's going to be the main topic for today. So that should be interesting. check something. All right, let's get this view back. All right. So, let's just jump into it. I'm going to jump into this topic right here. What were we thinking? See the wackiest fads over the past 30 years. All right. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I think we're going to add an extra window to this. Hey now. This is like on the fly right here. Whoa. That's too big.
Hey, guess what was on AMC last night, Mike?
I have no idea.
Cocktail.
Okay. That was
We
last
were
week's
talking-
discussion.
What?
That was last week's
I
discussion.
know, but it was ironic. It was on, and of course, I watched it. It's a good movie,
If you say so.
Whatever.
Don't mind me, I'm doing some live editing
Hey,
here.
you know that saying I always do when you go, "Hey now"? You know where that started from?
Gary
didn't start-
Shangley.
What?
The Gary,
Yeah, you see, you knew that, Larry Sanders.
yeah.
Oh, Danny's taking a walk to Carvel. Sorry, guys.
You kidding me? Carvel for this? He's gonna miss this. Tell him to get me.
Carvel, I'm going to write that to him. Carvel for this.
He could catch the replay. It's all right. I'm not offended. All right. Let's see. Trying to make some last-minute adjustments. All right, here we go.
FYI, Bay Ridge Sushi is open again. Oh.
Okay,
Cool.
here we go. What were we thinking? See the wackiest fads over the last 30 years. All right, let's check this out. Sorry about all the last minute live editing. Hello, Beth. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Oh my God, these are cool. Okay, where's the list? That's weird. Live television. What are you going to say? Oh, that's it. View gallery. All right, let's start with the 30 craziest fads over the years, whatever. 1980s. Hacky sacks were arguably a fad through the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I don't remember it ever being in the 70s, but then again, I was too young. Hacky sack. Keith, you ever play hacky sack in college? Hey, Jill,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. 1980s, Garbage Pail Kids. We're talking about like the 30 craziest fads over the years. And that's what this list is, and that's what today's topic is. And that includes like clothing, hairstyles, cars. We could discuss all that as well. But let's go through this list. 1980s wrestling, WWF, which is now WWE, and Hulk Hogan were household names in the 80s. Jelly shoes. Let me know, guys, on Facebook if you guys had any of these fads or went with these fads or watched wrestling or what have you. The Smurfs. Remember that, Keith? Did you collect little Smurfs?
I have, yeah, I still got, I still have a few left over from my, when I was a kid, put away.
That was a
Not
big
all of
thing.
them. Not all of them, but a few of them,
In elementary school. Jill,
We
you
used to
could
get-
correct me if I'm wrong, Jill, but I think you had Smurfs. I did. A few of them.
I used to get one a week.
Mm.
Mike, who's on this with us?
Mostly people on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook too. I don't see anyone.
I don't know. I see people. Don't put your volume on Facebook, Keith.
I know, I know, I know.
I don't know. Maybe they dropped off. Who knows? Anyway, 1980s Coos Ball. Remember, because people could see the replay now on YouTube. I've been adding these things to YouTube. So it's not a total loss if we don't have an audience on Facebook. They can all watch the replay. It's no big deal. People are probably eating dinner now anyway. 1980s Koosh Balls. That doesn't sound right. Made up of all rubber strings, Koosh Balls are still addicting and really fun to play with.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell bought those back. Remember when she was on a show?
Yeah. 1980s Care Bears. All right.
Garbage
TV
Pit,
show. Rubik's
River,
Cube.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Wait, Keith, don't jump ahead of the list. Come on now. 1980s Rubik's Cube. 1980s Boombox. The first thing that still comes to mind is that scene in Say Anything. I had the same boombox he had in that movie. I know everybody hears that every time I mention the movie or somebody mentions it. There you go, Keith. 1980s Cabbage Patch Kids. Still available today. Who knew? Furby. Those came back. I bought 2 of them for Sophia. And they at one point they changed their voice. It was very strange. I'm getting this like glow effect behind me on Zoom. It's
Yeah,
weird.
you are.
That is weird. I need better lighting. Fanny pack, which made a comeback. Who knew? Overalls, yeah, I admit it. I had a pair of overalls. What's up, Anthony? Thanks for joining on Facebook. We're talking about the 30 craziest fads over the years. We're up to overalls in the 90s. I used to work at a clothing store called Chess King at Kings Plaza Mall in Brooklyn. And people used to come in and steal all the guests' overalls. 1990s Pogs. I don't know about that one. What's up, Paul? Thanks for tuning in to Facebook. 1990s Push Pops. I thought those started earlier than that. Oh well. 1990s Polly Pocket. No, never even heard of it. Weird. Then again, in 1990s, I was in like my 20s.
Oh,
So.
Polly Pocket were these little tiny figurine things that were like little things, like tiny, you know.
Body stickers. Temporary tattoos. The Spice Girls. 1990s. Genco jeans, I guess they called. I remember those. No, I was never into those. 1990s butterfly clips. Definitely, I was not into those. Live Strong bracelets, 2000s. I remember that. Energy drinks. Flash mobs. Another thing that came and went real fast. High School Musical. Oh man. MySpace. Remember that, Keith? What are you doing, Keith? Keith.
I'm looking at your Facebook feed because.
But your hand is in the way. People are looking at your hands. Nobody wants to look at your hands. Come on now.
All right, sorry. Is that better?
That's better. You can have one like. Don't you have one of these things? Talk about fads. Do you have one of these things?
This.
You need one of these things.
Right. This. Hello. This is the. I'm watching you from my Fire Pad. My phone's here. It's called having different gadgets.
Yeah. 2000s digital cameras. Remember those? Von Dutch trucker hats.
I had digital cameras.
You still have digital cameras.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Oh no, I thought you know what I thought you said. Remember disc cameras?
Oh yeah, I remember those. I had one.
I had a
Those
disc
were cool
camera.
for
Yeah,
back in the day.
and you'd get back and you'd actually get it was a disc that you'd a disc camera.
Razor scooters, 2000s. Bratz dolls. Those are creepy. Oversized sunglasses. I think that's still a thing. That's it for this list. What else we got here? Popular trends. Do you hear that music, Keith?
Yeah.
Is it too loud or is it good?
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
I didn't ask if it was alright. I asked if it was too loud.
It was a little loud. It was like
It is a little loud?
It was. Now it's okay.
Well, it's a little low. I'll lower it a little. I don't want it to be
I felt like I
overbearing.
had to answer a question, you know?
Hey, Denise. Thanks for watching on Facebook. You could comment, like, share, all that stuff. Page unresponsive. We're talking about these fads from over the years. I can just name a few. I don't have to, like, go to a website to talk about it, really. So, remember those fidget spinners from a few years ago? I knew that would come and go real fast.
Yeah,
I knew that wasn't going to last. Sophia had a few of them, and
that was real fast.
I was like, this is not going to last.
That was so fast.
Now let's talk about cars for a minute. You know, let's go back to the 60s. Real popular cars were the Mustangs and the Camaros. They were all pretty popular until they weren't anymore. And they brought back the Camaro, and the Mustang never really went away. But yeah, I remember like watching all these shows about cars, and then the Mustang was like the cool thing. It was supposed to be targeted to men, and then who ended up buying it originally were like secretaries and stuff. A lot of women bought the cars, and they had to change the design a little bit. And then the Camaro, I think, came out after that. Muscle cars, that came and went. Because in the late 70s, early 80s, everybody was trying to save gas. So they came out with those small cars, and everybody started buying Toyotas and Honda and all that stuff. Then you talk about like clothing trends. Remember the bell bottoms in the 70s and early 80s?
And then it came back for women, remember?
It came back years later, yeah. What's
now, if the
image?
leisure suit comes back for men, we're in trouble.
Nah, no thanks. No polyester for me.
Let's put the leisure suit on TV on the $6 Billion Man. He's the key, that's just so cool. Steve Rogers had the leisure suit.
The leisure suit. The polyester.
The leisure
Bad
suit.
style. And turtlenecks. Turtlenecks were in the 70s, and then they went away, and then they came back in the 90s. The mock turtleneck. I'm guilty. I had them.
Well, the mock necks people still ask for.
Do they really?
Yep. At my store, they're always asking for them.
Who knew?
Yep, always. And we don't have them, but we sell turtlenecks. I mean, we have Scottish turtlenecks and wool ones. And
so
it's
what's
still
a
nice
Scottish turtleneck? What's the difference between a regular turtleneck and a Scottish
Well,
turtleneck?
Scottish cashmere.
Oh, cashmere. So they're expensive.
Yeah. Oh, very. $800.
$800 for a turtleneck?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't shop at that store. You can plug the store, Keith. It's fine.
Pulse Do It. Great store.
And where is that located?
45th and Madison.
Yeah, so if you need any expensive clothes or know anybody,
Yeah, once we're open again.
yeah, when you're open, send them to Keith. He'll hook you up. So, yeah. Trying to think what other clothing trends. Oh yeah, designer jeans. That was really big in the
That was
70s,
really, yeah. Sassons,
in the early
Sergio Holland.
80s. Yep.
Uh,
Jordache.
Jordache was the, yeah.
And then
Well,
if
I
you
mean,
if you didn't have the money, you went to Alexander's and you got Tailords, which
Taylor's, I don't remember that.
yeah, they had like little characters. They had like a kung fu guy on one, and
Really?
of course
Oh,
I got that one.
I don't remember Taylor's.
You should text Dan and tell him to eat his ice cream while he watches this. You should have bought me some flying saucers. I could use a few of those. Haven't had those in a while. I didn't even know Carvel was open. So,
I'm going to say pick up some flying saucers for Mike.
chocolate. He's crazy enough to get them and drop them off here. So anyway, we're talking about like trends and fads over the years from the 70s to now. Talking about clothing right now, clothing trends. Remember the girls used to wear the halter tops, like the cutoff? Those things came back. Like Sophia was in this clothing store for girls called Justice about a year or so ago, and she was shopping, and everything was like these halter tops, and like Lisa and I were like, no, you're not wearing that. You're too young, and just no. Hey Steve, thanks for watching on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody wants to join on Zoom, the instructions or ID and password are on Facebook. So if you don't have a Zoom account, you can join. Hi Beth. Thanks for joining on Facebook. Anybody that wants to join Zoom, you know what to do. So yeah, let's see what else. Remember the girls had those like sweatpants and sweatshirts that had like that velour material? That's another thing. Velour sweatsuits. That was like big in the 70s, and then it came back.
Leg warmers for women.
Leg warmers in the 80s. That's right. And the cut-off sweatshirts like Rocky Balboa had in Rocky 3 and Flashdance. That was a trend. That never made it.
Wristbands.
Yeah, the black wristbands that the Madonna put on, all the girls had on.
Well, I'm just talking wristbands too, like cloth ones.
Yeah, that too. Friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Wow, so many things. Oh, the Sergio Tacchini suits. Remember those?
Yeah, and Fila.
Fila, yeah. Sneakers.
Puma.
The sneakers.
Puma. The Puma jumpsuits.
Puma suedes. Adidas
Puma
shell
suede.
tops.
Well, Puma suede came back. They came back. Puma
Well, yeah.
suede.
Kind of retro, yeah.
But the Puma jumpsuits also.
And the Adidas zip up
Jumpsuits.
the suits and pants, but they came back kind of different. Like the pants, they're more tapered now. They're not like really loose like back in the 70s. I remember like watching $6 Million Man with my dad, and my dad liked one of those Adidas suits, tracksuits. At the time he was running a lot, and I remember he said, I want one like that, like the $6 Million Man has, and he went out and bought one. He bought like the same one, and then he was jogging. Yeah.
The red one that's
no, he had a yellow, like a yellow and blue or yellow and black or something like that.
The famous one that Steve Rogers wore.
The red
one.
With the white stripes.
Yep. Great show on Cozy TV every night.
Hey Eric, thanks for tuning in. I got Keith here on Zoom. You want to join in on Zoom as a guest? The more the merrier. So yeah, let's see what else went in and out of style. Let's talk about hairstyles.
Mullets.
The mullet, the 80s. That was a signature hairstyle
Well,
for men.
90s too, Mike.
Kinda.
90s, because we had them in college.
Hey Linda, thanks for tuning in on Facebook. Eric says, holla from Suffolk County. Hello, Suffolk County. Yeah, the girls in the 80s with the big hair.
Teased hair.
Aquanet, like, ruined the ozone layer. Yeah, we had crazy hair in the 80s. And then I remember at one point the guys, like, you know, a football team in high school, they had lines. I got them too. I had like every different hairstyle. I've had crew cuts. The only thing I never had was like a mohawk.
DA.
I never shaved all my hair off. I came pretty close to it. Hey Nancy, thanks for tuning in on Facebook. If you guys want to join Zoom, the numbers are here on Facebook. You can see that. Yeah, talking about fads over the last 30 or so years. Talking about hairstyles right now. Right now, it's really a mixed bag, but like most of the women either have like curly hair or straight hair, pin straight hair. Men have like if you notice, I did my hair today. I put the line. That's pretty new. The little line part. Yes, I did it myself. Not bad, right? I'm losing my hair though. I cut it too short.
It'll
That's
go
all
back.
right. Yeah, this is the how do I call it? The Corona cut. Cut it real short, so
The quarantine cut.
I'm getting a little facial hair. I'm growing a little facial hair too, as you could see. That's all right. Who's gonna see me, right?
You and two other people.
Yeah, me and two other people, right?
Well, yeah, your wife and your daughter. Eh?
What's up, Nova? Thanks for joining Facebook. Somebody's coming on. What's up, Eric? Are you in the store? He's still trying to connect. We'll just wait for Eric to connect. Eric, you're muted. Hit the little microphone to unmute.
There we go.
There you go. Are you in
Hey,
the
what's
store
going on,
now?
guys?
You working?
What's up, Keith? Yeah, I'm working on my break now.
I just want to say this, Eric. Thank you for coming into work and helping all the people out that need food and supplies. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody else, the essential workers. So let's give it
Thanks,
up for
man.
Eric going into work every day, wearing his mask.
Dude, I drive from Baldwin now out to Ronkonkoma because I moved into my brother's basement.
Oh, wow.
It's a 45-minute drive there and back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you're doing
But, you
it.
know, hey, I love my job, so
Hey,
gotta take care of it.
that's what counts, and that you're still working. That's
Yep.
important. Hey,
Need that
Alice.
paycheck.
Just want to say hello to some people on Facebook. Allison, thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Nova, for the compliment on the COVID cut. I did it myself today.
Where'd Keith go?
I don't
I'll be
know
right
where he
back.
went.
Oh.
So, yeah, thanks for tuning in on Zoom. For those on Facebook, thanks for tuning in. Also, a new thing is I'm starting to just put these on as a replay on Facebook. Not Facebook. On YouTube. On my DJ Bluesilver channel on YouTube. So if you guys want to check that out, watch the replay, or tell your friends, they could subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff on YouTube. So I would appreciate that. Hey, David. Hey, John. Thanks for joining on Facebook. Nice to see you guys. Hope everybody's good.
You guys still running or what?
I haven't ran in like quite a while.
I ran the other day. I did like 4 miles. I was like, I got bored. I saw like,
Oh, you got muted, Eric. Hold on, Eric. I can unmute you. Uh-oh. Nope. I think he froze up. All right, it happens.
He's muted on his end, Mike.
Yeah, I think he froze. It happens. What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do about it, right?
I'm too dark. I gotta put a light on. I just noticed.
Yeah. Lighting helps. I wish I had better lighting in here, but who has money for better lighting? I do
How's that?
do as good as I can.
guys,
Yeah, John, the Zoom is on. If you are not joined on Zoom, easily join. You could see the instructions right here. The password and the ID are right here on Facebook. So there's your ID and there's your password. Yes, it's on Zoom and Facebook simultaneously.
you're a talented man, Mike.
Hey, it's like a whole production studio up in here. I don't know.
I don't know, man. You're on here every week. Unfortunately, I work all the time. But you
That's
came on at a
fine.
good time.
Again, you
Jump
can
on.
watch the replay. You can watch the replay on YouTube, DJ Bluesilver channel.
I work and sleep. I don't go to bed until 2 in the morning, but
Oh,
I'm so
wow.
exhausted by the time. Remember, 45 minutes, dude.
God bless you.
It's crazy.
What's
Hopefully,
up?
by the end of it, I'll be back home.
We got another guest on Zoom.
All right, guys. I got to get back to work.
All right,
Got a store
Eric.
to run.
Thanks for joining.
All right, man.
Be
All right.
safe out there.
You guys. Hey, Mike.
Take care. All right, you're muted. Let me unmute you.
What's up, Mikey?
How's it going?
Good, man. Busy. Been busy. I was in the old neighborhood yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Then driving around with the trailer. I went over to where the old Popkins was and Tom and Artie's,
No.
right at the corner from the car wash place now. And the
Okay.
area's changed, man. They
I
got.
know.
I went down Flatlands Avenue where Barrino's the funeral home was. They have across the street now. They turned the pool hall into a TD bank and a fitness center is right on the side. The whole neighborhood is
It's
kind of
shot.
weird. After 20 years of driving the road, over the road, they got me Corona. I got bumped off and I've been working the city
Oh.
again. So listen, at least I'm working. you know?
Right. That's what's important, right? And I want to
Yeah.
I always tell you, John, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for, doing the job that you do, and everybody else that's an essential worker that's out there. I just want to let you know, I appreciate you guys. You guys are driving trucks. You guys are bringing supplies or whatever else you're bringing to keep things going, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's been a struggle, but I'm happy to do it. Like you said, I'm getting all the essentials out there and to the hospitals that I've been delivering a lot of projects to the Javits Center,
Oh wow.
and I've been dropping stuff off and they bring it to the Javits Center. So we've been doing a lot of that stuff. My local, ABF site. We've been doing all that trucking. So to all my friends out there who drive trucks and the workers and first responders, thank you as well.
Yes, definitely.
We're all together and hopefully this will end soon. You look great, Michael.
Oh,
look
thank you.
great.
I
It's all
gave
new to me, the Zoom, so it's pretty cool.
I gave myself a Corona buzz cut today. I cut
Oh,
it a
look
little
at me.
too short, but
I look like a tree effect, for Christ's
you
sake.
could just shave the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go to CVS and buy a buzzer. I think I'm gonna have to do it. I mean, it is what it is, but you know
Yeah.
what? It's good. It's
Who cares?
I've had
Where you
more
going?
family time in the past month than I've had in years because I've always worked nights, so I've been home, family dinners with the wife and the kids every day, and just being with the family. It's really it's a real blessing.
Right. I mean,
And,
it has its bad points. Obviously, it's a terrible virus that kills people, gets
Yes.
them sick. But even during bad things, sometimes a bad thing can turn something good.
exactly.
I don't want to sound like morbid or anything like that.
Oh,
but-
no, I know exactly what you're saying.
You're getting to spend time with your family, which is very important. and you're getting to do
Yes.
things you don't normally do because you're always away. You're
Yes.
driving.
Over the road at night. I worked nights for 20 years. So, now I'm home with the days, and I'm actually living, I'm home by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm home with, usually I'm home about 5, 6 o'clock. And, I come home, it's dinner, family time, hanging out, bonding, laughing with the kids. It's good. I miss it a lot, but thank God it's only temporary, and who knows, maybe I might stay on this and just say, you know what, the heck with it, and just stay, enjoy it. But at least I have the option,
That's good.
to choose.
Yeah, I mean, not to like. I know you work like late, but I was waking up for almost 20, about 20 years straight, maybe a little bit more, at 4 a.m. every day to go to work. Now I get up at 6. I'm in at 6:30, so I roll out
Oh
of
yeah,
bed and
yeah.
go right to work.
Right,
And
yeah,
I have
I know.
more time to spend. My wife is home. My daughter's home. We're spending a lot of time together. My wife and I are alternating the cooking. One night she cooks, one night
Okay.
I cook. When she cooks, I do the dishes. When I cook, she does the dishes. We're alternating,
Yeah,
trying
I've been
to.
doing, like I said, I've been doing laundry. We had the other day, you know what I had? One of the best meals I haven't had in a long time. I had franken beans with sauerkraut.
Frankie beans!
That's franken beans. It was the best meal we had. We all looked at each other and go, wow, has it come down to this? But we were all just laughing and just having a good time with the franken beans,
I,
It
I, even,
was
I even said to my wife today, I said, let's do a going out night inside. Like, we'll get dressed
yes,
up and
yes,
we'll put
that's
candles
awesome.
on the table. We'll have the kid dressed up. We'll order some food and we'll like have like this fancy dinner inside,
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
We'll see.
That's great.
I
That's a
told her it
great thing
doesn't have to
do,
be like now. It could be like in a week or two and see how it goes. Got to be
I
creative.
like the way you have. I like the way you have your setup now. The other way you were in your basement where it was dark. Now you got this beautiful setting. Now, was that a poster or is that your
No,
actual
that
house back there? Or
that's a green screen. I purchased a green screen that pulls up from the bottom. I'm like right
see,
there.
see, I knew it was too. I knew it was too good. You can't pass things over on me, pal.
That's the set of Friends.
I've been around too long. I said, man, that looks like a good poster shot.
Yeah, nobody wants to see my messy my studio / office / storage equipment for DJ stuff room.
Yeah, the thing is, it's making you look like you're glowing. Like
Yeah,
you look like
on
a photo,
Zoom,
like a
on
photo
Zoom,
shot.
on Zoom, the image is not as good as the one on the actual.
Yeah, well, look at this. Look at this,
Facebook.
man. Dude, I don't know what to do anymore.
It's all good. Keith, you're quiet. That's my buddy Keith. I know him since for over
can I hear
20
Keith
some
or
odd
no?
years.
Yeah. That's great. But you look great, man. I'm glad, your daughter's having a beautiful shot your daughter put on Facebook.
Thank you.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, she's very creative. She sings, she does
Good.
artwork, she's into photography, she's now into editing. In fact, her and my wife are doing their own little podcast, but it's not live. And
Okay.
they're doing it's called like Makeup and Chat. It's cute. It's only like 15 minutes, but they're doing their own thing.
So what got the great Michael Lawrence to be doing this Zoom thing now? What's going on? You DJing a little bit on this thing, a little bit? Or
You know what? I don't
what's
like
the idea?
DJing on Facebook,
Okay.
but there's another company. It's called Mixcloud, and it's now what's called in beta testing. They do live stream for DJs because it's really geared towards DJs, so you don't have to get penalized for playing music. Eventually,
Okay.
I might go do that. For the most part, I just like practice in this room here. My equipment is next to me, and I just practice without broadcasting it. So
Right.
eventually, when they get that straightened out, then I'm going to maybe go on that Mixcloud and do something there. But Facebook is a real pain in the ass. I don't know if you follow DJ Chaz, but
I see him a lot of times on the Facebook.
he
I'll
gets
watch
kicked
a little
off a
bit of it.
lot. You know, there's little
Yeah.
tricks that DJs do to like try not to get kicked off. Like they'll play the music at a different speed than the normal speed, which you usually
Right.
do anyway, but only very slightly. You could play it either much faster or much slower, or you just mix it really quickly, or you,
Okay.
instead of just playing one track, play two tracks simultaneously, or play the same track but loop the beat in the background,
Very
or
interesting.
talk
Very
over it.
interesting.
There's different ways to like
Well,
try to get around
can't,
it, but it's a pain in
they
the
can't,
ass.
they can't say like, I don't own the rights to this video. Or I don't own the
No,
rights to
that's
do
a
it.
BS thing. You can't really do that.
Well, I
'Cause
tell you, who the hell watches all this stuff? I mean, what do they got? What they got? Facebook police? I mean, how do they even know
it's a
all this
computer program, basically.
stuff? Really?
Yep. Hey, Michael, thank you for
Huh.
joining on Facebook. We're also live on Zoom. Got my buddy John and my buddy Keith, who had to leave his couch there. And we were
Well, they
talking.
probably know me when I was a lot younger. They're probably saying, John, you probably better know me as Sutter.
Sutter. True. Keith, I muted you because you were making too much noise, so let me unmute you.
Oh yeah, he was he was
No.
fucking grown.
Mike, I gotta. Iris is coming for the rent and stuff, so I gotta in like a few minutes.
All right, do what you got to do.
Well, no, I'll still
Rent.
stay
I
on.
thought that was postponed.
Yeah, right?
I'm knock on wood, I'm okay, but
You look very nervous there, big guy. You look very nervous. Maybe you should give him the poster on the wall.
Post is probably worth more than the rent right now at this point, right? What does he got?
that is a lithograph that's worth a lot of money. So
That's the
You probably bought it at an auction and put it in a frame to make
that's
it look
old
good.
Blue Eyes. He's got old Blue Eyes in the middle. He's got the Godfather poster to the right, and he's got I can't remember if it's Casino or Goodfellas to the left. I think it's Casino.
Let me
Yeah.
see. Put
There's
it
a
on- put it
theme
on-
there. Wait, so John,
It's sort of like that poster when they have Marilyn Monroe, what is it? Elvis Presley and James Dean, like the future stars that had passed. Like it was like a shot of them in
on the corner, like yeah,
yeah, it was like they were at a like ice cream parlor,
yeah.
like something like that. That's what that reminds me of.
I was
Like,
gonna say, when people ask me, "Oh, where did you grow up in?" and I tell them Canarsie, and they're like, "Where's that? What is that? I never heard of that." And I'm like,
I had one girl tell me, "Is Canarsie even a state?"
I said,
I said, "Yeah, it's in New York." She says, "Is Canarsie a state?"
"What's up, Dan? Thanks for watching on Facebook."
Hold on. What's the matter, Gina? What's the matter? I'm on TV.
All right, Dan just joined on Facebook. What's up, Dan? Where's my ice cream? Where's my flying saucers? I want chocolate. I heard you went to Carvel. I had to mute my buddy John. So when he comes back, I'll unmute him. There we go. I'll unmute
What's
you now.
up?
So back to this Canarsie story. My
Right.
wife's like, "Oh my God, he's mentioning Canarsie again. Oh my God, shut up about it already." So anyway, unfortunately, when I have to describe where I came from, I go, "Did you ever see the movie Goodfellas?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Remember the Bamboo
yeah.
Lounge?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, that was in our neighborhood." Oh, really? I
Right.
was like, Uh-oh.
They're all yelling at
Did
me.
I get you in trouble?
No, you're good. No, she was on the phone with a friend, and I was like kissing her on the head, and she was getting like, "Oh." So now she knows I'm live, so she might come over and like,
Oh, like do the bunny ears or something, right?
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
Canarsie, yeah, that's almost like it was, had basically the Bamboo Lounge was on like Avenue, Rockaway Parkway, Avenue N, or like all over the places, all those places.
I worked in the catering hall that the wedding scene was in.
The which one?
Oriental Manor.
Oriental Mat. I worked at the El Carib.
Yeah, but I was there like a year or so after. I think they shot the movie or whatever, and I worked there for a long time. I was,
Yeah, that name. There used to be the Glen Manor, the El Carib, the Glen Manor, right? Oriental.
Glen
and then
Chateau.
there was
You get
another
the-
one, right?
Glen Chateau, I worked there.
The
Glen, what's the one that was on Avenel? The one that was on Avenel. Which was that the Glen
El
Chateau?
Doro. It changed
El
names.
Doro?
El Doro.
You had the Hollywood and Imperial Terrace.
Where was the one? Where was the Bragimentos, right, on Seaview? Remember our Bragimentos on Seaview?
Abrajamento.
back
No,
of
at
the
the Canarsie Pier, yeah.
Yes, Canarsie Bay. That was a good place. We had a couple of parties there. It was really nice. Really nice. I miss fishing off the pier. I used to go there when I was a kid, like Canarsie Pier, and one funny story was that one guy we were fishing one time. The guy also he saw all these policemen coming, and they were running. And I was like, "What the hell happened?" The guy picked up a bag. There was like guns in there. He picked up a bag of guns. I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
Hey, that's where we lived,
I was laughing. I said, all these cops came out. But this was back in back in 1977.
Oh,
I used to go. Because I lived in Brooklyn at the time before I moved to Canarsie. I moved to Canarsie in '83, but before that I lived in East Flatbush. I lived on Avenue D, across the street from PS208. I used to live on Avenue D, and we would go there. I would go there with my friend. The father would drop it. We spend the day there, and that's so that was back when I was like 1978. I was like 12 years old. 13, and we go over there and fish, and so that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Before I moved there, I was originally from Avenue J and East 81st Street. I was born at Brookdale Hospital, and then we moved, and then we came back later on. Yeah, in '83 we came back, but that's where I used to go fishing when I was younger. Then when I moved there, I never went fishing.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, right.
See, we moved out. I started at birth in Canarsie. My grandparents were on 84th between J and K. They moved from Brownsville.
I'll be right there, hon.
My mother was in junior high school, and then they moved to Canarsie, and they were there for a long time, and then they eventually moved to Starrett City, and we moved.
Yes, I remember Starrett City. That's right. My sister lived in Freeport Loop. Well, my mom there.
And we moved.
What the hell was that?
That's his phone ringer, James Bond. Anyway, so yeah, we moved out in '84. We moved at first. We started in East 78th, then East 83rd, both between Flatlands and Glenwood. Then we moved to 84th between M and N, and then we moved to East 53rd between I and J. But I was never home. I was always in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we were always out. It was like, I lived on Rockaway Parkway in East 98th Street. Then I lived on 98th Street between Flatlands and J with my grandfather. So, you just always move. You were moving from one spot to the next. That's only because I didn't want to go to Starrett City. I didn't want to live in Starrett City. I'm like, I'm not living in Starrett. I'll go live with grandfather on
there you go.
98th and J, He was sick with that,
In fact, in order for me to legally be into the high school, I had to use my grandmother's address. I said, Grandma, we're going to get mail here. Meanwhile, my father taught at the school, and he had to completely lie. If we would have got caught, he could have lost his job. There's so much stuff back then you could get away with you can't get away with now.
No, you can't get away with nothing now. With Big Brother watching you all over the place with these cameras and with social media, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Anyway,
I mean, remember, you'd have the 4th of July parties we used to have.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean,
fireworks down the whole block.
Oh,
Bandoleros going the length of the block.
You used to put the pineapples in the big pipes. Remember the pipes, and you used to light, and then, or you had the birthday cakes on the floor. You used to pour the gasoline, and then they put the M80s in between. They'd be flying all over.
It sounded like a war zone in Canarsie.
The flames would be as high as the trees. I mean, and the cops would be there, and they'd be like, "Wow, this is nice."
What's up, James? Thanks for tuning in on Facebook.
Hey, listen, I gotta run, man. It was great talking to you.
John, same.
I gotta go shopping. I gotta do some shopping right now. So
no problem. Be safe out there, and thank you once again
Thank you. I registered for Zoom, so I know how to do this. This is pretty cool.
Excellent.
So hopefully, looking forward to some more shows.
Great. I'm trying to do it every weekend. Who knows what's going to happen when we all go back to normal, so to speak? Maybe I'll just pop in them once a month because, everything, you're going to be going out and all this and that. So we'll see what happens.
Well, listen, if you need anything, let me know. I got some friends of mine. They get me some masks and stuff like that. I get them they're not open to the public, but because I'm an essential worker, they'll sell it to me, and
Yeah. I got
so
plenty
whatever.
of supplies. I got
Alright.
almost 100 masks. I got
Good,
over
good.
300 gloves. I think I'm okay for now. We
Well, that's
got
good.
wipes,
That's good.
Lysol. We still got 1 can of Lysol left.
The hardest thing I can't get is wipes. The Clorox wipes, with the wipes down. It's the hardest thing I can't get. And
I found a no-name brand, but it has all the
Yeah,
same chemicals, so should be fine.
but I'm doing old school, Michael. I'm going. You know what I'm doing? I'm going alcohol and water. The old alcohol and
That's
water.
it.
You just rub it down.
It works.
You know what? What I usually do is I get a spray bottle. I'll water it down with some. I'll dump some out. I'll put some water in there, and then I put the spray bottle and I spray with my tractor trailer. I spray. I'll clean up my car. Whatever.
What?
That's the best thing.
One quick
Alcohol.
question, John.
What's up?
Inside of the tractor trailer, are they making you sanitize everything?
Well, yeah. Right now I'm the only one using my tractor, so they don't make you do anything, but they suggest it.
Right.
And it's for my safety as well as if you got into my truck. If I'm take a day off and you're using my truck, I make sure after the end of the day, like I was just telling you, I spray it down because it's hard to get those dips. So I spray it down and then I wipe it down. I clean everything. Now when I leave it, that's where I left it's clean. You get in my truck, and if you don't want to do it, that's up to you.
Right.
I make sure that when I get in the truck, I wipe it down, and when I get out, I don't let the customers touch my PDA though. We have a PDA, like almost like
Okay.
UPS. You got to sign. All we're required to do is I'll say, all right, what's your name? The guy goes, Michael. What's your last name? You don't want to give me the last name? I'll say, all right, what's your last name start with? He'll go L. I gotta put Michael L, and that's acceptable. It's no problem. This way you don't touch my pad, and I don't touch your pen and whatever, and it's been
It
very,
works.
very, but yeah, it works. But that's it. Listen, I gotta run. I love you. Great show. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Be safe. I just want to
All
say
right,
hello
how do you
to. Just want to say
how do you
hello
shut-
on Facebook to
How do you shut
Susie.
this thing off now, Mike?
I
how do you
said
shut this
Susie.
thing
Yes,
off?
Susie. And Jack. What's up, Jack? My old landlord's son. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by on Facebook. All right, John. Take care.
Hey, could you unmute me or something? I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, you're unmuted, John. You're
But I
good.
can still hear you. Why can I still hear you?
I'm still talking. You could just end.
How do I end?
Wait, maybe I can do it for you, okay?
Let me turn on the light here. Let me turn on the light. Maybe. How do you end this thing?
All right, I'll end it for you, all right?
Okay, it just says leave. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right. All right. Where'd you go, Keith? All right. So if you guys want to join me on Zoom and be a guest, you can easily join up. Zoom is free, and the ID and the password are on your Facebook screen at the bottom. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock already. Wow, time flies. So what's going on, Keith? You're muted. Let me unmute you. There you go.
I said, rough week, as you know.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that though, right?
No, we can talk. No, we can talk about it. We could talk about it. Give people, I'm thankful that my mom is still here, and
True.
she beat Corona.
Yep, God bless her. God bless her. For
You
those
still are in shock that she had it.
For those of you, Keith has been joining me since day one on here, and his mom got sick and weren't sure what it was. She did have the coronavirus, but she's
She
at
knew
the.
she
Did
knew
she
she
beat
had
it, or she's at the very end?
She's at the end. Like she knew she had it, and then she unfortunately had a setback due to taking something, and she's all right. I mean, she says her heart is a little still not, like she feels like it might have done damage, but I think she'll be all right.
That's good.
You know,
Good to hear.
but
I'm
because
glad
I
she's
just
all
like I
right.
said, you hear everyone left and right that you're meeting, people passing away. I just met with my landlady, and one of her neighbors passed away within like 10 days from it.
It's horrible. Yeah. All right. Just want to say hello to people on Facebook. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Dan, I understand if you can't be on Zoom right now. No problem. Let's get back on the topic we were talking about a little bit earlier. We're talking about fads and things that come and go over the years, like haircuts, cars, clothing, like gadgets, toys, things like that. I think we were talking last about clothing, right? Like designer jeans and then like haircuts and stuff. I think we pretty much covered everything, though, right? Keith?
Bolero ties.
Oh my God, no, I never got into that. No.
And what,
Z
in high school,
Cavaricis.
there you go. Well,
Those are-
no, you don't remember like the Bolero ties were big when I was
Yes,
in high
I
school?
remember that.
Yeah,
Didn't Travolta wear one on Pulp Fiction?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, those ain't coming back anytime soon.
No.
Jeez, I'm losing my train of thought here.
What, of different fads that come and go in clothing?
Yeah, Z Cavaricis, we mentioned that.
Three button suits.
3-button suits, that's right. Oh, the big shoulder pads. Remember all the girls and guys? We all had the big shoulder pads.
Well, that was the whole thing from Dynasty.
Dynasty, yeah. The hats from Dynasty. They always had big hats.
I don't remember big hats. I just remember the dresses with the.
Well, in that show, they wore big hats.
Oh, all right.
Weird.
I'm trying to think what else. God, let me see. Two-tone jeans.
Oh, yeah, I had those.
I had them too.
Gray and denim. What's
Yeah.
up, Barry? Thanks for tuning in on Facebook. Feel free to join on Zoom. The info is right here. And the password as well. Barry, I hope you like my, I know it's not the best lighting in camera, but, you make do with what you got. So that's it. Trying to think, we're talking about fads over the years. I remember also, it's not really a fad, but remember going to clubs? Remember like dancing in clubs? Like, I don't know if these kids like really dance much anymore. I don't even know if people go clubbing like we did in the 80s and 90s. That was like a thing, you'd go, you'd sometimes leave your house 10, 11 o'clock and you wouldn't get home till like
Yeah, you dressed up.
7
It was nice.
a.m., 6 a.m.
You
Sometimes
dress
later.
up. You go to your garbage pail outside your house. You vomit. Things like that.
That's funny.
You open up car door windows on the highway. It's okay.
You open up the door, yeah, you go, you're gonna driving over 65 miles an hour and your friend almost flies out, it's all good.
You want to do extra damage. You stop off at White Castle.
You got to keep, back in the day, this is another thing too. Back in the 80s, like our friends, that had cars, a lot of them had this extra device in their car. If they didn't build a system in the car, Keith, I don't want to look at your hand all day, really.
I'm fixing my stand.
If people back in the day, if you didn't have like a booming system in your car, a loud stereo with all these like upgraded speakers and stereos and stuff and amplifiers. People would just buy this like boost amp EQ and install that into their existing car system, and it would make it louder, and you'd like have more bass and highs and stuff. That was like a thing back then. Now they don't do that because the cars already have like really good sound systems in it. You know, I remember one time I leased my cars and I had a Honda Accord, and one of the main things I wanted was the subwoofer in the car. And I would, when nobody was in the car, I'd roll down the windows, and that thing really kicked with the subwoofer. It was crazy. Cars come built in with good systems now. Nobody really
How
built
about
one.
the detachable stereo face?
The
So you
face.
don't want to get robbed.
First, it was a Benzie box. Remember the Benzie box?
Yeah, the whole
Used to
freaking
pull it
thing,
out.
You had to take the whole thing out and carry it with you.
I learned how to install those things and all the speakers and all the amps.
Then it was the detachable face,
Right,
which was great.
I remember installing radios for my father. I installed the Benzie box for him,
Benzie box, yeah.
and then I installed the faceplate. I did it on my own.
Faceplate, I had it, and then you had to carry the case around. Oh god.
I had one of those. Remember the Alpine radio I had and the red
Yeah,
car?
I had one too. I had a Pioneer one.
I remember that. I think I went with you to get that installed.
Yeah, I think Best Buy put it in for me or something.
Yeah, I could have done it for you, but you were like, "Oh no, I'm gonna have Best Buy does. It's free." Hey, Mike, I got a free deal on it.
I don't know if those are my exact words. Like, Mike, it's good shit. It's Pioneer. It's good, right? It's good. I can't. The Benzie
Yeah,
box. Oh my god.
I remember going to clubs in the late '80s, and the cologne of choice was Dracar. You'd keep, you know, all your friends would keep an extra one in the glove compartment. I'm like, yeah, I forgot to spray any cologne. They're like, hey, I got your car in the glove compartment. Spray yourself. The whole line at the club would smell like Dracar, especially if you went to Zachary's out in Long Island. The whole club smelled like Dracar.
Brute by Fabergé.
Oh no, no.
No.
Hey everybody, just want to let you know, somebody hacked my Zoom. So if you watch the live version of this on Facebook, I do apologize. This is the edited version on YouTube. So with that being said, I do apologize if anybody that watched this live on Facebook, somebody posted inappropriate material on my Zoom. They hacked my Zoom account. So it happens. So that being said, I want to thank all that did tune in before that craziness happened, and I had to end everything a little bit early. But make sure to tune in. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Thanks.